Boys, boys. Now, the 2.5 banner, my opinion, who do I think will rerun? Now, if you watch my previous videos, or some of them, you will know that I originally predicted Acheron coming out in 2.5. Now, I know that sounds early, and for many that sounds stupid. However, I don't think they'd run two Penacony characters at once. And Kafka is currently due for a rerun, and she's decent with Acheron, right? So, I've noticed that every single phase, or like every single phase in this game has one male character in it. Or every patch in this game has one male character on the rerun banner or on a banner, right? It's always at least one guy that is on a banner in a patch. So, I think I've changed my mind. I think Aventurine will end up rerunning in 2.5. Because I've noticed the setup, right? Sparkle is good with Acheron. Jiaoqiu is good with Acheron. Then we're going to end up getting a rerun of either Black Swan or Kafka most likely, since both of them are due for a rerun soon. And then, I'm kind of seeing this setup in the reruns where it's kind of leaning towards Acheron teams right now. So I think Aventurine will end up rerunning in 2.5. However, I don't see two Penacony characters rerunning at the exact same time. So I think instead of Black Swan in 2.5, which many people are predicting, I believe it'll be Kafka instead. And then in the next banner, we might get Black Swan or Acheron, or in the next banner after that, we end up getting Acheron. But I know for sure 2.7 is like the absolute limit for when we'll end up getting Acheron. But most likely it'll end up being 2.6. Now, if you're seeing leaks or videos out there, people saying that they know the leaked reruns, no they don't. Everybody was saying Black Swan was going to come out in 2.4, and it ended up being bullshit, right? Like, these leakers can't tell reruns. They can only tell when new characters are coming out, because obviously they get added into the files. This always happens, right? Every single one patch before the next patch, there is always leaks and finally gameplay of the actual like characters that'll come in the next patch. So they can never predict reruns because old characters are already in the files and it doesn't tell them anything, right? So many people are speculating Black Swan for 2.5. However, I really do believe that Aventurine will end up rerunning or in the rerun, right? Because we've had Huohuo sustain for, you know, attack characters and energy characters. We've had Lingsha sustain, who will now be a sustain for break characters, or at least fire break. So I think Aventurine, it kind of makes sense for him to come in the next rerun banner as a sustain for debuffers and nihility, especially after Jiaoqiu just released, or Black Swan or Kafka are end up getting reruns. So there's this huge setup for these nihility guys that work perfectly with Acheron, making me believe Acheron will probably come out during 2.6, unlike 2.5, which I originally thought. So let me know what you guys think. Not a very long video at all, just giving up my opinion out there, throwing it out there. I'm curious what you guys think, who will rerun in 2.5. I know the majority vote is definitely Black Swan. However, I think it'll end up being Kafka instead of Black Swan with Aventurine, because I don't see them rerunning two Penacony characters at once. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have a good night. Have a good day. Peace.